A very good evening and welcome to State of Business on our television. I'm Madhusha Palakumar. Let's take a look at the headlines first. Milan Musk docks at Colombo International Container Terminal. And UN Special Rapporteur emphasized the importance of implementing transitional justice. Now the story is in detail. Milan Musk, one of the world's largest container vessels owned by Musk Line, arrived in Colombo on Tuesday and berthed at the Colombo International Container Terminal. This modern megaship, belonging to the second generation of the Musk Line's Triple-E class, is the fastest service from Colombo to major northern European countries such as the UK, the Netherlands and Germany. Milan Musk is a container ship built in 2017 and currently sailing under the Dutch flag. The ship is of 399-meter overall length and 58-meter wide and has a gross tonnage of 212,400 tons. Milan Musk will be using Colombo as a transshipment port on this voyage. A ceremony was organized on board Milan Musk at the CICT terminal at the Colombo port to mark the occasion. Senior officials from the Musk Group along with Sri Lankan port officials attended the ceremony, and the US Ambassador to Sri Lanka Atul Kashyap was the chief guest at the event.
The importance of the Colombo port for the overall prosperity and happiness of the Sri Lankan people. And it's through partners like the shipping lines who use this port and the terminals that work to unload and reload the ships, and of course the Port Authority, that this port contributes to the prosperity and to the happiness and the tax revenues and the employment base of the entire country, and has made Colombo very much an important shipping and transshipment center in the Indian Ocean.
A public lecture on transition justice was conducted by the United Nations Special Rapporteur on the promotion of truth, justice, reparation and guarantees of non-recurrence, Pablo de Grief, in Colombo recently. During the lecture, de Grief reviewed the progress that has been made thus far to identify obstacles in the implementation of transitional justice and reform processes.
There's a lot to celebrate in the field of transitional justice. It managed in a relatively short period of time to consolidate itself, to become a field. This is indeed a field. There are lots of activities around it. It is discussed in many different places, including, of course, Sri Lanka, Colombia, the country where I come from, and many other countries. It is, in fact, not just a field that has consolidated, that there are ministries of foreign affairs that devote attention to it, international cooperation agencies that invest in transitional justice. Academically, we know that there are people writing master's and PhD theses on it. A big marker of a consolidating field is the appearance of a specialized encyclopedia. And since 2012, Cambridge University published the Encyclopedia of Transitional Justice, which sociologically is interesting because, of course, it is a way not just of reporting the state of discussions at any given point of time, but also establishing borders between itself and other adjoining areas of academic research. So there's no question that this happened, and it happened in a fairly short period of time. Much more importantly than this, however, is that the field managed in a space of 20 to 30 years to normalize itself, and by that I mean that it has become part of the presumptive set of measures that countries are expected to implement after they undergo a transition.
Speaking further, the UN Special Rapporteur Pablo de Grief emphasized the importance of thinking comprehensively with regard to transitional justice.
I think that it is important to acknowledge something that can be observed. There is no country that can legitimately claim that it has investigated each and every violation of human rights in its past. There is no country that can claim that it has prosecuted each and every violator, and there is no country that can claim that it has punished each and every violator in proportion to the harm that that person caused. There is no country that has established a truth commission that has clarified the role of each and every institution that allowed or enabled the commission of violations. There is no country, unfortunately, that has repaired each and every victim in proportion to the harm that they suffered, and none has managed to reform each and every institution that participated in human rights violations in the short term. I think that we ought to acknowledge this.
The Colombo International Shopping Festival 2017, organized by the Tourism Development and Christian Religious Affairs Ministry in collaboration with the Sri Lanka Tourism Promotion Bureau and Sri Lanka Retailers Association, was held in Colombo from 20th to 22nd October. Being a first-of-its-kind event in Sri Lanka, the Colombo International Shopping Festival focused on showcasing and creating the ultimate shopping experience and to promote Sri Lanka as a shopping destination for tourists. The event focused on consumers of Southeast Asia and encouraged local entrepreneurs to showcase their products and get recognition in the global market. In addition to general products and services, household consumer durables, handicrafts, ceramics, gem and jewelry, tea, Ayurvedic and healthcare products were also on display at the event. Specific tourist segments such as sports tourism, adventure tourism, heritage, cultural, religious tourism, eco-tourism and promoting Sri Lanka's exquisite beaches were also targeted at the festival. Let's take a look at more news after this break. Welcome back. A national felicitation ceremony for teachers Guru Pratibha Prabha, organized by the Ministry of Education, was held in Colombo today.
රජයේ විදිහටත් අධ්‍යාපන අමාත්‍යාංශයේ විදිහටත් ගුරුවරු වෙනුවෙන් විශේෂ අවධානයක් යොමු කරලා තියෙනවා. විදුහල්පතිවරු වෙනුවෙන් විශේෂ අවධානයක් යොමු කරලා තියෙනවා. අපි පහුගිය දවස්වල විදුහල්පතිවරු 4000ක් බදවා ගන්න ලැබුවා. දේශපාලනේ පොඩ්ඩක්වත් දැම්මේ නැහැ. ගුරු අධ්‍යාපනඥ සේවයේ 1190ක් බදවා ගන්න ලැබුවා. අධ්‍යාපන පරිපාලන සේවයේ 852ක් බදවා ගන්න ලැබුවා. අපේ රජයේ පසුගිය කාලේ රුපියල් 10000කින් වැටුප් දීමනා වැඩි කරනු ලැබුවා. මේ රටේ ආණ්ඩුව සේවකයෝ 15 ලක්ෂයකට ආසන්න ප්‍රමාණයකට. ඒ අතරින් 2,50,000ක් ගුරුවරු ඉන්නවා. ඒ වගේම අපිට පුළුවන් වුණා පසුගිය දවස්වල මම කැබිනට් පත්‍රිකාවක් ගෙනල්ලා විදුහල්පතිවරුන්ට තවත් රුපියල් 6,500කින් දීමනා වැඩි කරන්න අනුමත කරලා සම්මත කරගෙන ලැබුවා. අපි බලනවා අනාගතයේදීත් අපි මේ ගුරු වෘත්තියට මේ රටේ තියෙන වැදගත්ම වෘත්තිය බවට පත් කරන්න ඒ භෞතික සම්පත් විතරක් නෙමෙයි ඒ හැම සම්පතක්ම තමුන්නාන්සලා වෙනුවෙන් ලබා දෙන්න.
Let's take a look at the stocks after this break. Welcome back. Trading at Colombo Stock Exchange ended on a negative note today. The all-share price index dropped 2.14 points to close at 6,570.56, and the S&P SL 20 dropped by 4.28 points to close at 3,827.14. The turnover was 1 billion rupees and 27.8 million shares were traded. Next is Forex rates. With that, we wrap up State of Business for the day. We'll meet you tomorrow at the same time with more latest news. Until then, take care. Good night.